Hey guys, welcome back. On one of my last videos, a bunch of you guys were kind enough to leave a bunch of seed companies that you love, and many of them I had never even heard before. So we have, I think, well over 70 seed companies that we're gonna check out today. Because there's so many, I'm just gonna spend a few seconds on each one, kind of mention some of the things that some people left in their comments, and maybe give initial thoughts. But any that look interesting to you, I would really encourage you to go and check out further. Okay, so we're gonna just go in alphabetical order. So starting with Adaptive Seeds, looks like it was grown in the Pacific Northwest. So if that's your climate, that would probably be helpful to get them more locally. Lots of beautiful vegetables. Oh my goodness. Right off the bat, they have really pretty amaranth. I find it, look at this one. I find it really hard to find amaranth sometimes. Sometimes I find it really hard to find amaranth from my go-to seed companies. I've never even seen this one before. So, oh, this is gonna be so fun. Oh my gosh, they have so many. Look at this one. Wow, okay. Gorgeous. I've never seen that one before. I think I might have to come back to this one just for amaranth alone, but they've got a whole bunch of other ones too. Okay, the next one we have is Alliance of Native Seed Keepers. These are some really pretty photos. Vegetables, herb, flowers. Let's check out their vegetables. Oh yeah, these are gorgeous pictures. It does look like a lot are already out of stock, but I'm noticing this price. It looks like most of the seed packets are only $2, which if you watched my last video, I love M.I. Gardener because a lot of their seeds are only $2, I think all of them. So this is another place maybe if something you're looking for from M.I. Gardener is out of stock. I should note that most of these are not seed companies that I've tried. So these are coming from recommendations and comments. So do your own due diligence, but first impressions, these are really pretty. Oh my gosh, those peppers are gorgeous. I want to see some of their flowers. Looks like they have a lot of flower varieties for only $2. So that might be well worth something checking out. Okay, another one recommended was Annie's Heirloom Seeds. Lots of new varieties for 2024. A bunch of heirloom seeds, so that's another big benefit. You can save seed on your own that way. This is really pretty. I really like how the photos are very straightforward. They're not hyper edited. They are just really showing the crop that you're gonna get. So that's pretty cool. It looks like most of these, at least carrot seeds, are around $3 to $4, so that's a pretty good price. Definitely seen seeds for more than that, and it looks like they have a catalog too. So orders over $100 ship free, so something to keep in mind. They do have sweet potato slips. A few years ago, I found it really hard to find sweet potato slips. It seems like every place that carries sweet potato slips only has like really specific varieties. So good ideas here. Okay, the person who mentioned this one's called it Artistic Seeds. I didn't find an Artistic Seeds, but this one looks like it's called Artistic Gardens. Oh, they have a multi-pack 50 herb seed pack special. Okay, so this is like more of a bulk situation. Lots of cool varieties here. Oh my gosh, they've got a ton in here for $24. So, I mean, that comes down to like 50 cents a packet. Now, the person who commented this did say there is lower quantity per packet, so maybe not so many seeds, but the price is pretty low. So if you're looking, I might consider this for my herb garden, because herbs can be pretty expensive to buy individually. And it's got everything that I can think of, plus quite a few more. And I'm sure they have other things like this on their website too. Let's just check out flower seeds. Oh yeah, looks like a lot of their seed packets start at 50 cents. So if you don't need as many seeds of each variety, maybe this is a good way to save some money. Someone said to check out Atwood's, and the only seed company I could find for Atwood's is Birdseed, which is really interesting. I had never thought of planting seed from birdseed, so I guess I can't see why that wouldn't work. Okay, now we have one that so many people are familiar with already. Baker Creek, or rareseeds.com, is really popular. I went over this one a little bit more in my last video, but very pretty pictures, lots of fun heirloom and possibly open pollinated varieties on here, and they're very popular for a reason. So honestly, I don't think I need to say anything more. One thing someone did point out that I can relate to is that the packets themselves don't tend to have a lot of growing information on them. So just maybe something that you want to do some outside research if you do order them, and kind of your best guess as to specific planting instructions. But they do have a really good selection. I've used Baker Creek for years now. I don't use them for everything, but oh, actually these huckleberries, I grew garden huckleberries last year, which are actually different. Garden huckleberries are different than huckleberries in the north, is it the northwest or the northeast? I'm not sure, maybe both. But it was interesting. It was definitely a very interesting taste. Nothing like I'd ever experienced. So fun one to try out if you haven't already. This is nothing against these subsequent companies, but I am gonna have to keep going faster. This video is gonna take forever. Bane's Best Seeds. Okay, looks like a pretty straightforward website. Ooh, developed over 150 strains of chilies. Interesting. Looks like they specialize in chilies. That's really cool. Okay, so if you want to get some really cool chili varieties, looks like they have some tomatoes too and some other vegetables, but wow, yeah, definitely very specific varieties on here. So a fun one to check out if you want to go down the pepper and chili road, I guess I'll say. Okay, Berlin Seeds, heirloom, hybrid, and open pollinated. So these aren't all gonna be ones that you can save seed from to have the same plant next year necessarily. Let's see what they have. Looks like they're not genetically engineered, if that's something you're looking for. It looks like the catalog is a download. I'm not gonna download it right now. So it doesn't look like something you can necessarily just add to your cart and order from online. Maybe I could be getting that wrong, but if you wanna check that one out, you can download that catalog. This was another one that a lot of people mentioned, and I've never ordered from Botanical Interest myself. However, I know my mom orders from them, and I know a lot of you guys said that you have been ordering for them for a long time and really enjoy it. And oh my goodness, their art is so beautiful. And I'm all about simplifying and having less noise. And this is a vibe for sure. I don't usually say that kind of thing, but this is really pretty and I really enjoy it. And if you are like me and you enjoy the process of planting and everything as much as the process of actually harvesting and eating, then you probably would really enjoy them. And I actually think I might have to use them this year. Let's check out some of their vegetables. Oh wait, we were on vegetables. Let's see, ooh, let's see flowers. I wanna see their amaranth. Obviously I have a little amaranth obsession. Very cool. It is a little bit harder to see what you're actually gonna get, but I mean, if you're anything like me, half the time the plants don't look anything like the package anyway, because I'm not as good as growing them as the people who are selling them. But my goodness, that is such beautiful artwork. Okay, Brown's Omaha Plant Farms. Onion plants. Oh yeah, actually the person who posted this said they're really good for onion sets. So maybe for onions specifically, Brown's Omaha Plant Farms, one to check out. One I talked about in my last video, but Burpee Seeds is really well known because they're in a lot of big box stores. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with Burpee already. Check out that last video if you want to know more about them. But yeah, they're kind of there and in most physical locations. So usually don't have to pay for shipping if you're picking it up in the store, which is kind of nice. I like to use them for kind of like 1 or 2 packets when I forgot to buy them from wherever else I was getting them. This one is called Circa Plants. It looks like they have seeds, but they also have actual plants. Let's see where they're based. Pretty one here, another one to check out. Deer Creek Seed. This is one that I'm adding in myself because we're having to plant a bunch of cover crops. So this one is kind of a bulk seed company and local to us, and I just found that they were really helpful when I reached out and had some questions, so I thought I would put their name on the list. Somebody recommended Diane's seeds for flowers and specifically perennials. So let's see what they have. Looks like they have a lot of beautiful perennials, maybe a lot of specific varieties that bigger seed companies that are more well known might not have. And it looks like you can just add them to a cart and order online, which is to me a huge plus. So if you're looking for seeds for perennials, this might be a good one to check out. Somebody mentioned Dollar Seed, so I'm not sure if this is the right one or not, but they did mention that I believe they're more affordable. Top sellers, let's see that. So it looks like these seed packets are $1. I can't speak as to how many seeds are in each, but if that's not super important to you, if you're just looking for seeds that are $1 each, then this might be an option. It says they are non-GMO, organic, and heirloom seeds. I don't know anything about where they're based or anything, so Do your own research. Okay, this one is called Hume Seeds. Those seed packets look interesting. Someone mentioned that these are varieties well suited for growing in colder climates. So that would definitely apply to us, especially right now. It does say a Northwest company, so I question a little bit how cold they're talking about. Everwild Farms. Ooh, that's a really pretty logo. Ooh, seeds for native grasses. That's not something you see much. Usually you have to buy the plant starts and they're very expensive at that point. So that's unique. Wild rice. Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this is called Everwild USDA Organic. Oh, a lot of wildflower seeds. Let's see, is that what they... So they offer a lot of wildflower seeds, which we could definitely use. You can search by zone here. Very nice. Okay, one that quite a few people mentioned that I hadn't heard of before is Fedco Seeds. So it looks like they have potatoes specifically. Sometimes seed potatoes can be hard to come by, including sweet potato slips. So that's nice. Oh, Henry, that one looks good. Some commenters mentioned that this one is worker owned and does profit sharing, I guess. So if you're pretty picky about where you want to spend your money, you want to spend it someplace like that, this might be an option for you. Okay, it looks like Fellabees was recommended for wildflowers specifically. And these seed packets are $3 each, so that's not crazy. Wow, a lot of pretty wildflower varieties here. Okay, this year we're doing a bunch of cover crop, and this has inspired me that hopefully the cover crop will be worth it and we can seed some wildflowers in the future. Okay, this one is my own. I mentioned it in the last video, but Floret has unbelievably beautiful flower varieties, and they do a lot of courses and educational content too. A lot of it is paid, but a lot of it is free too. So the only thing about Floret is they do sell out very quickly, usually on a lot of their items. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's a beautiful website, something I really enjoy. Okay, Forgotten Heirlooms is one of the largest collections of microdwarfs, rare and hard to find seeds. Wow, okay, so it looks like these are a lot of varieties that you probably aren't gonna find from a lot of the other companies that we've been talking about. So, ooh, candy cane chocolate cherry. Is that a pepper? Very cool. The type it looks like over here, paste tomatoes. Oh, I've never heard of any of these. Many of them are out of stock, but many of them are in stock. So this is really cool. If you want some different varieties, Forgotten Heirlooms looks like an interesting choice. Because that's one of my favorite parts about shopping for seeds in the winter is looking over the kind of the new stuff coming in, right? And I've noticed with a lot of the seed companies that I've used the same thing over and over. So after a few years, the novelty kind of wears off. So this is really fun. This is really fun to kind of keep it interesting and keep it new. Okay, Fruition Seeds looks very popular. So I'm gonna check out. They do have fruit and nut trees. Oh my goodness. This is the last thing I need right now. They have pawpaws. I really want pawpaws this year. Okay, this is definitely gonna be on my list because I usually order my trees from Stark Brothers, which is fine. They've been good so far, but definitely looking for more options. Garden Horde looks like certified organic heirloom seeds. Fruits and veggies, let's see, grown in Michigan. So if buying local to you is important, that might be one you can consider. Looks very well organized. Giving Ground Seed. Straightforward photos, which I always appreciate. They've got a sale section. I always like buying seeds from the sale section. Looks like they start around $2.50 and then go up from there. Garlic. I'm not sure if they have any still in stock at this point, but another source for garlic too. Somebody mentioned Gurney, which I appreciate because I've used them and had a good experience. I think I got, let's see, perennials. I got strawberries from them. Yeah, I got strawberries from them and they did very well. If you guys have seen any of our strawberry videos, they are doing just fine. So good experience there. For me anyway, I can't speak to other people. Other people I'm sure are gonna have problems here and there with any one of these companies. All right. High Mowing Seeds. Looks like free shipping on order over $200, so keep that in mind. They do have cover crops, that's really nice. So an option for bulk if you want it. This one is High Mowing Organic. Herbs. I know some people have made fun of how I say herbs. How do you guys say herbs? Ebs? That's probably my Midwest accent coming through. Is that Chicago? Herbs? I know, it's obnoxious. Okay, this one, Haas Tools, was mentioned by quite a few people. I think they are known for more tools, it looks like. So they have hand tools, seed starting supplies, growing supplies, wheel hoes, that kind of thing. But they do also have seeds and plants. Straightforward. Looks like they have some beautiful vegetables there. So, oh, they have some seed tape. That's nice. So you don't have to, I think it's so you don't have to thin it out. Maybe it's so it just keeps it in one spot, but that's a little bit different. Hudson Valley Seeds. Oh my gosh, they have dahlias. Yes. Why are dahlias so hard to find? These are good prices, I feel. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a note of this one. I'm gonna come back. The person who left this recommendation said they're local to New York. So if you're in that area, you wanna buy local. Okay, dahlias are never cheap. Like one tuber for $9 seems, maybe it's not the cheapest you can get them, but everywhere I've looked for dahlias has not a lot of varieties. They're kind of very specific in what they have, and these are really pretty. Oh my gosh, I love these pom-pom ones, so I'm gonna have to come back to this one. Ison or Isons? Muscadines, are those grapes? Is that what that is? They're vines. And it looks like they have really, really fancy, beautiful varieties. Gorgeous. Oh yeah, so if you want your specific grape varieties, it looks like this is the place to come. Isons? Either Isons or it's gotta be Isons. They also have other berry plants. Looks like they have some figs, strawberries, fruit trees. Oh, the person who recommended this said they are good for strawberries. J.L. Hudson Seedsman. Looks like it's in California. And looks like one of those ones, and you guys will see there's quite a few on here that don't do photos, which is really hard for me. If you really know your plants, you're probably fine with this kind of thing. But looks like the packets are starting around $2.50 maybe? Looks pretty good. Oh, there are photos on here. It's just a little bit different of a layout. Okay, next one you guys know for sure, Johnny Seeds. Super popular, it needs no introduction. They have really high quality seeds. Some people pointed out in my last video that Johnny Seeds, if the seed packets get wet, the ink runs, which is so true. If you get like caught in rain or you forget them outside, not a good situation. Because if you're anything like me, you then have no idea what's inside the seed packet. So probably most of you are more responsible and don't have to worry about that, but I do. Just make sure you keep the bags covered and it'll be fine. Gorgeous high quality seeds. Again, I'm supposed to be moving faster through these, so I'll just let you guys check out Johnny Seeds if you haven't already. Most people probably already have. Jordan Seeds, and said they are cheap. So let's see. Let's view varieties of broccoli. Oh, download the catalog. So download the catalog if you want to check that one out. Looks like they might be a good price. Now another one that was recommended by a lot of people is Young Seed Company, J-U-N-G. I have never used them myself. Let's check out some, I don't know why this is taking so long to load. Let's check out some peppers. 10 seeds for anywhere between $2 and $5, even up from there. So one of those ones that you'll want to try and keep track of what you're buying and how much it costs before you get to the checkout line, because if you're anything like me, it can take you quite by surprise. But this one definitely came highly recommended. Now it looks like this one is part of another company that I love. True Leaf Market is one I love. I'll get to that one in a little bit, but Kitazawa is, it says it's now available at True Leaf Market, so I don't know if they're separate or not, but someone mentioned that they have a lot of good Korean, Japanese, and Chinese varieties. It's kind of a funky layout, but you can see here, like they have Chinese leek, Chinese tune, licorice, and marshmallow. That's kind of cool. Maizomi, Molokia, mugwort. A few, oh yeah, so then you go here and you've got all sorts of varieties of like pak choi. Beautiful. So maybe more tailored to Eastern cuisines, but very, very specific and interesting varieties there. No, another one is Livingston Seed. I believe they're very popular in like local, at least for us, in local garden centers, and I think they might sell them in Tractor Supply too. So I'm not sure that you can order them online. It looks like you kind of need to use an order form, but you can pick them up locally. Someone mentioned that they like that you can see into the packets to see the actual seed. So there's another one. Here's one called Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Seed combo pack. Looks like they have a discount code starting around $2. It looks like most of them are starting around $2, but they do have some packages which might save some money there. Homestead Seed Collection. Probably saves a lot of time if you want to go for something like this. Okay, I've been wanting to check this one out. Matt's Peppers. What? So cool. Look at this. Home of the Matapino. Wow, this looks unique. Okay, 10 seeds per packet unless otherwise mentioned. Okay, so down here, oh my gosh, so many varieties of peppers. I'm gonna be honest, peppers scare me a little bit, but oh my gosh, pimenta bode amarillo, Palermo, holy smokes. No pun intended, because it's like hot peppers, you know? So yeah, it looks like a whole bunch of pepper varieties and some fun merch if you wanna check that one out. Another one that needs no introduction is M.I. Gardner. Talks a lot about M.I. Gardner and why it's my #1 favorite seed company that I like to order from. Very affordable seeds, right at $2, and I found the number of seeds in the packets are very generous. So check out the YouTube channel if you haven't already. I talked a lot about that one in the other video if you guys want to check it out. Yeah, okay, I'm like getting ready to shop again, which I do not need to be doing right now. Someone mentioned that I appreciated in another comment from somebody who also loves M.I. Gardner, which they said it just feels good to spend money there because the channel is so helpful and the prices are so low that, you know, it's one of those things where you're not necessarily dreading spending the money there. It just kind of, it's a fun process. Okay, so here we have Morgan County Seeds came recommended, and somebody mentioned that they are good for bulk ordering. It looks like they have some hydroponic supplies too, if that's something you're looking for. Vegetable seeds. One thing they mentioned as something to be aware of is that the shipping is charged based on the actual weight, so you don't necessarily know what it's going to be right when you're placing your order. So something to keep in mind. Okay, so this one is Mountain Valley Seed came recommended along with True Leaf Market, so I'm not sure if these are all just kind of one conglomerate now, but since I'm going to go over True Leaf Market more in a little bit, I won't spend too much time on it. I'm not sure if there's a difference. It looks like they just kind of joined together, so I'll go over that one more in a minute, but it was a really good one. Okay, here we have Nicole's or Nichols Garden Nursery. Looks like they have a lot of herbs and interesting. Okay, that's because I clicked on herb seeds, doink. Looks like these seeds are right around the $3 range, but they depend on the seed packet. Some go up and some are under that. So very pretty varieties. Looks like this one is in Oregon. Here we have Ohio heirloom seeds. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Guess this one is maybe in Ohio. That actually brings up a good point. Some people mentioned some seed companies that are better for some other places in the world. So because we had so many, I'm not doing any of those in this video. So they're primarily companies that are based in the United States. Says shipping charges are the same price regardless of order size for USA and Canada. Looks like some heirloom seeds, but probably pretty safe to bet that if you're in Ohio or a similar climate, that these are probably gonna at least somewhat work for you. Speaking of Ohio, there's also one called Ohio Peppers. So this is pretty cool. They break it down into super hot, hot, medium hot, and mild/sweet. This looks like another one with a lot of obviously pepper varieties, but just a lot of varieties that you wouldn't find in kind of the one-stop shop seed places. This is probably going to offer a lot more, and their prices look pretty darn reasonable, right around $3 each here. So it looks like these are all sweet, but if you want some hot ones, or they have some seed bundles here. I don't know why this is running so slow right now. So you can maybe potentially save some money on some seed bundles. Okay, now we have Park Seed. This person mentioned that these are some seeds that work well for southeastern United States or similar climates. Oh, it looks like they have some bulbs. Always love to see bulbs. And in fact, oh no, there's some seeds here. Maybe it's, okay, it looks like they have some seeds and some bulbs. Oh, you can also search by your planting zone, which is really nice. This one came recommended, Patrick's Pepper Patch. They said it's a fun, small shop. So another one for specialty peppers. I don't know about you guys, but I never realized there were so many specialty pepper, like people who only focus on peppers, which is really cool. And I could definitely use some of that expertise on my end. Very fun pepper varieties. So it's good to have a few pepper shops in case one doesn't have a variety that you're looking for. Maybe you can find it at one of these other ones. Pine Tree Garden Seeds is one that was mentioned a few times. Looks like they have really pretty seeds. Some of them are sorted by winners, AAS winners. Cool. So if you want ones that have kind of received some accolades, there you go. Prairie Moon Nursery is one. I believe we get their catalog. They said they're good for wildflowers and perennials. So, oh my gosh, so much dreaming going on my part right now. It's good to have to wait for things every now and then, right? We're planning on getting bees in the spring, so I'm really wanting to up our pollinator game. I never realized how hard it is for them to find the stuff they need. But obviously, even if we weren't getting bees, not only is it helpful for the environment, but it's just so beautiful to look at too. Renaissance Farms, cool. So it looks like this might be another bee-friendly one. Permaculture design. They also offer bee removal. Oh, so they do consultation too. Interesting. Usually people who offer bee removal are bee people. Looks like they're in Massachusetts, so if that's something you need around there, then you can look up Renaissance Farms. Here we have Renee's Garden. I think this one was also mentioned quite a few times. Oh, wow. I love the old school seed packets. I think that's really fun. They have new ones for 2024. Okay. Actually, I'm pretty sure I grew this one last year and I loved it. I don't think I was able to save seed because I started them kind of late. Definitely recommend this Cosmos variety. It's a lot of fun. I like the old school design on this website for sure. Roar seeds. Looks like they're kind of your standard vegetable, flower, herb seeds. Oh, they do have lawn pasture and wildlife seed too. So I'm gonna guess that that's more of a bulk situation. Let's see. I want to see their seed packets. Those looked really pretty. Amish Country Organics is a specific seed collection, but it looked like if those are their packets, those are really pretty illustrations, and I always appreciate the extra effort put in towards custom illustrations. Okay, this one came so highly recommended. Seed Savers Exchange. I know some of you have been waiting for this one. I have never used them, but let's check it out a little bit. I did look at this website a little bit at one point. Looks like they do some education and events. It's pretty cool. They have some kind of membership. So if anyone can drop a comment below with how the membership works, what that's about, that would be good to know. They want to steward endangered garden and food crop legacy for present and future generations, connecting people through collecting, regenerating, and sharing heirloom seeds. Yeah, the name Seed Savers Exchange was always interesting to me because it implies that there's like some sort of trading going on, right? So I don't know anything about it, but if you can explain it below, please leave a comment. Other than that, if you're not trading, it looks like you can just order seeds starting in the, looks like about the $4 range and going up from there. So I'm curious if this is more of like a trading thing that you can take advantage of. That would be really, really cool. Okay, Seeds for Generations is one that was recommended. Let's check out the melon seeds. Pretty illustrations. Hale's Best. You know, it's interesting. I've noticed like a crossover of images on a lot of these websites. I'm not saying this one specifically, but there are some of the same images used throughout websites. So I'm not sure what that means, but it is kind of interesting. There's my Sharon Tay. Actually, I think My Gardener just came out with a Sharon Tay seed packet. So I'm going to have to place another order there just because I trust that company. But cool. Okay, so that's Seeds for Generations. Okay, now we have Seeds and Such. This one was mentioned by quite a few people. Mix and match discount. What? Okay, so you can mix and match 20 plus packets for about $3.25 each. They have some incentives to place orders earlier, and no matter what, $5.99 shipping, non-GMO. So if those are some of the things you're looking for. Looks like that's a little bit, saturation has been pumped up a little bit, but okay. So Seeds and Such is another option, especially if you're looking for non-GMO. And looks like you get 2 free seed packets with every order. Seedville, USA. Free ship, $50 or over. Oh, so pretty. I need a perennial flower bed like that. Does anyone want to design one for me? Because I don't even know where to start there. Tree and shrub seeds. Now these can be pretty hard to find. I've noticed you can usually buy stuff like this off Etsy, but it makes me a little bit nervous. Especially because you never know if like the seed, that's a big scam that people will do, especially on like Etsy and other online selling platforms that are popular, but they'll show this plant and then they'll give you the seed from a plant that is a completely different plant. But by the time you've grown it and you find out that it's not the same seed, their shop has already been shut down. So just be careful of scams like that. So it's always good to buy from a trusted source if you can. There's those pawpaws again. Oh, that's a really pretty, whatever that is. See, the nice thing about buying shrub seeds, they're definitely harder to start and they take a long time to get to that point, but they are so much cheaper, especially if you want to plant a lot of them. Like we have so much ground to cover that I should probably be planting some tree and shrub seeds right now to save money in the long run. Select seeds was recommended. Good for flowers, especially heirloom flowers is what the person mentioned. Wow, yeah, can definitely agree there. Aster, zinnia. Let's look at their zinnia. I have a zinnia problem where I can't stop buying them. Very pretty. Looks like a lot of fun varieties. I've done the Cinderella Peach. Ooh, I really want the Raspberry Limeade. That's one I've been wanting for a long time. Jazzy Red, very cute. Mazurkia is always a good one. Cool. So especially if you're looking for flowers and they're sold out by your go-to company, Select Seeds might be worth checking out. This one is called Siskiyou Seeds. Bioregionally adapted. Open pollinated small grown farm. See, new for 2024. Certified organic, bioregionally adapted. I'm not sure what bioregionally adapted means. I would assume that means adapted to the region where they're grown. Let's see. Southwest Oregon. So that's a pretty different climate than ours, so I don't know if this is something that we would use, but especially if you're in that direction, might be worth checking out. Snake River Seeds was mentioned a couple times. It looks like it's kind of a co-op. So they're open pollinated and untreated. I love when they have a separate category for grains. There's my amaranth again. Oh my goodness, it's sold out. Dang it. I would consider buying this. Gorgeous Grains Mix. Looks like they have black barley, quinoa, amaranth, sorghum, several millets. Oh my gosh, no, I want that. What a great idea. Maybe I'll have to try and find these individually, but oh, that's so beautiful. This is another one that was mentioned quite a bit, is Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. Interesting, they have a garden planner. I don't know if we're gonna do the garden planner right now. Vegetables, flowers, herbs, more. They do have a catalog if you want the catalog, and it does look like quick order though. It looks like you can order them online. Let's look at their cucumbers. Nice. So the seed packets are, looks like usually around $3.50, $4 for cucumbers anyway, so that's a rough idea. Straight 8, that's always a good one. Swallowtail Garden Seeds came recommended. This person mentioned that they're good for perennials. Looks like they have some really pretty, I know I'm supposed to be here for perennials, but looks like some really pretty sunflowers. We have 25 seeds for around $4. That's a good price. Panache, oh my gosh. I wanted to grow this one. I've wanted to grow this one for so long. I believe I ordered a long time ago and it didn't do well, and then it was always sold out at Flora after that. Ooh, I am such a sucker for sunflowers. Beautiful. Okay, I could look at these sunflowers all day, so I should probably move on. Check out the perennials though. That's what the person who recommended this recommended them for. I could definitely go down this rabbit hole for sure. Okay, Territorial Seed Company was mentioned. Actually, this is the one that my mom orders from, I think. They have a really pretty catalog, if I remember right. Yeah, really cute illustrations. Oh my gosh, they have prickly pear, tea and coffee, Jerusalem artichoke. I'm looking for that right now. Whoa. One plant. See, I think I'm probably gonna be looking for the tubers because of this pricing situation right here. But yeah, I wanna get some of that for this year. Garlic and potatoes. Let's just check out their seed packets. See how much they are to kind of compare. Let's look at their, oh, mushrooms. What? You can grow mushroom seeds? No. They're spores, right? I don't think they're seeds, but it's right along those lines. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that you can get mushrooms from Territorial Seed Company. Tomato Fest, the tomato lover's paradise. What? Organic heirloom tomatoes. Paste tomatoes are always my go-to. Nice. So they have packets right around $4, but they have a ton of tomato varieties. If you like to grow tomatoes, this might be your place to go. Let's look at the seed collections. Oh, cool. So they do some flowers with the tomatoes too. This is cool. Favorite canning tomatoes seed collection. Savings of $7.60 off individual seed pack price. Seeds per pack, 20 to 25. Oh, look at all these canning tomato varieties. That's really cool. I wonder if they have a paste tomato one. Short season tomato collection. Yeah, okay, definitely check this one out if you like tomatoes. Tomato Grower Supply Company, so I'm guessing it's very similar to the last one we looked at with specific tomato varieties, but they do have some peppers too, it looks like. Oh, and they have a ton of stuff. Okay, let's just look at their tomatoes specifically. Early, mid-season, late season. Ooh, Oxheart. I've never grown Oxheart tomatoes before. Specialty black bicolor, white tomato seeds. Last year I did the champagne bubbles, which was a lot of fun. So prolific that we didn't even know what to do with them. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's been in that situation. Some more tomato options there. And guess what we have next? We have another tomato seed company, which also seems to have other ones too, but let's look at tomato seeds. It looks like Totally Tomatoes. This one sells tomato plants in addition to tomato seeds. So if you're the kind of person who doesn't want to start seeds, you want to just get the plant, this might be a good option. These are all, these are not single seeds. These are all categories. Let's check out the Indigo Series tomato seeds. So, oh, they have the beautiful ombre all over them. I've heard of the kumquat hybrid before. We don't really grow hybrids anymore, but looks pretty interesting. Lots of good growing information here. Uh-oh, what does that mean? Oh, restricted states, okay. They also have grafted plants, fruit, collections, supplies. Cool. Okay, so now we have True Leaf Market. This one is really popular and I didn't mention it in my last video. I've only ordered from them a couple times, but both times I've been happy. 412 flower varieties. Gotta click on that before that disappears. Yeah, so they have a really large collection of seeds. They do a lot of bulk ordering. You can save money by ordering things in bulk. I've used True Leaf Market for micrograin seeds. So again, kind of a bulk situation, but I've even used some of the microgreen seeds and grown like full-size plants from them. For example, some of the beets, I believe the bull's blood beet was sold as a microgreen. Lots of beautiful flowers, so much to pick from. They have, like I mentioned, here's microgreens, they have growing kits. So these are really nice like gift ideas if you're looking for gift ideas for people who like to garden. Wheatgrass sprouting kits, microgreen kits, pet grass kits, other things. My husband has gotten me some kits from True Leaf Market, which was really sweet. Looks like they have some bulbs and live plants as well. I'm just spending a second longer on this one because I didn't mention it in my other video, and they are like one of my favorite plant and seed companies. So looks like they have garlic, asparagus, they have all sorts of stuff. I wouldn't say they're necessarily like very extreme on the price side. I think they are a really good deal if you're buying bulk. So I like to buy bulk radish seeds from them because those are ones I just sprinkle on over and over throughout the season. So I think it was called like an Easter egg mix or something. Yeah, Easter egg. So this is definitely a great one if you want to order seeds, especially if you want to order a lot of seeds. I don't think I've found a better price for radish seeds anywhere else. So, okay, this one is called Urban Farmer. Love the earth. Free shipping over $100. Right off the bat, it looks like they have sweet potato slips. Ooh, blueberry plant collection. Oh, 3 plants for $30. That's a good price. I usually say if you can find blueberries for less than like $14, $15, that's a good deal. So it looks like a collection mix. They have cover crops. And keep in mind, all this pricing info, by the way, like could change at any second. So don't come for me. Lots of flowers. Oh gosh, I love when there's just so many flowers. Blue indigo, beautiful. Let's see, let's look at kind of the seed pricing. Let's go for pumpkins. Yellow of Paris, 1 packet for about $3. So looks right about middle of the road pricing wise. Here is one called Victory Seed Company. They have seed pack collections. Okay, cool. So maybe you can save some time and effort. Oh, very cool. Okay, so let's click on Eat the Rainbow Vegetable Pack. What would that have? Bush beans, beets, broccoli, cabbage, carrots. Very cool. Very colorful plants. There's that Easter egg radish blend I mentioned. Honestly, if I could go back in time, I would probably, instead of trying to pick out seed varieties right from the beginning, I'd probably get more packs like this. I think it would probably have saved me some heartbreak on some of the more difficult varieties I wasted time on. Somebody recommended White Harvest Seed. Beautiful photo. Non-GMO heirloom seeds. They also have seed kits. Okay, so they have herb kits, seed collections, home cooking herb kit. Looks like they have 10 different packets of kind of your standard everyday herbs. They also have some books. Oh, yeah, I have this book. Somebody got me the Backyard Homestead. Cool. I didn't know they had all these other books about butchering and cast iron. Wow, compost, mushrooms. Okay, the last one that was recommended is Wilhite Seed. So it looks like they sell branded products, but also some pickles, vegetables, relish, dips, preserves, and jams. That's fun. Let's look at their garden seeds. How about eggplants? Let's look at. All right, so right around that $3 mark. Some of them are quite a bit less. If they're on sale, $2.05. That's a very good price. Ooh, cover crops here. Wildlife mixes, grasses, that kind of thing. Specials. Let's see what specials they have. Okay, so this is probably kind of like the sale section. So that's pretty cool. So thank you everybody who left recommendations in the comments. If you guys want to go back to that other video, there are actually even more seed companies that I didn't go over that other people recommended. As with anything, some people are going to like the seed companies, some people are not. So definitely do your due diligence. But I wanted to put this info out there. So if you're like me and you're a little bit on the tired side of looking at the same varieties from the same companies every year, these are potentially some other ones that you might want to try. If you guys have any insight on any of these seed companies, or if you have another one that you love that I didn't mention, please leave a comment below. We always love to get more experience out there. But otherwise, thanks for watching today, and we'll see you next time.